Hey guys, how's it going? Michael from Paragon Armory. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'll be going over my kit that I'll be running for Milsim West Azeri in October. Hope you guys like the video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. Alright guys, starting with the helmet, it's an OpsCore Fast SF helmet in Urban Tan, running the stock Luxliner pads. Work okay for now. In the future I'll probably be upgrading to the 4D pads. For the night vision system, I'm running the BNVD 1531. White phosphor night vision goggles. I got these at Night Vision Inc., so shout out to them, really appreciate it. For the front, I'm running these really cool DIY focusing devices. You can actually find them online pretty cheap, 50 bucks a piece. It's gonna help me for these low light situations, getting focus and cool things like that. What's nice is that they feature articulation, so I could stow them just like this. Reduce some of the strain that happens on the neck after hours of use with night vision goggles. For the other accessories on the helmet, we'll go with the side here. This is the Princeton Tech MPLS switch light. It has a red light and a white light. This is great for admin work at night. Red is super important not to give your position away just because it doesn't transmit as much as white light does. On the top of the helmet, I have an S&S Precision Manta. This is going to be marking myself to other people on my team with night vision. On the back of the helmet, I'm using a Faro Concepts PVS31 battery pack pouch. This is going to be housing my cold weather battery pack for my night vision goggles. I have my Paragon Armory patch. For hearing protection, I'm using the OpsCore amp headset. These are really nice, great directional audio, great sound quality, and it's using the amp arm. So if I ever need to detach the headset from my helmet, I'm able to do so very easily and swap it over to a headband. Alright guys, moving on to my primary replica, which is a URGI in an 11.5 inch. So at the front here, I'm using a 4-prong flash hider from Howe. And the rail system is a 10 inch or 10.5 inch Howe rail. Why I went with Howe is because of the anodizing. I think, in my opinion, it's the best color that's available on the market. For my weapon light, it's mounted on an Airsoft offset mount, and it's actually holding a real Modlite PLH V2 in FDE. For my laser, I'm using the Somo Gear NGAL, and to control it all, I'm using mod button lights. And I really like this HRF ramp here. It's at a 45-degree angle, which is really ergonomic for my thumb. I can easily depress the white light, and I can easily depress my laser and illuminator when I need to. To kind of wrap up the front end, I'm using a True North Concepts grip stop. So moving on to my optic system, this is an EOTech EXPS 3.0, and this is going to be on a Unity riser. For airsoft and in CQB purposes, I think having an elevated optic is the way to go. Heads-up shooting is way more comfortable, it's less fatiguing. I'm able to get on the sight quicker. Just for me, it's a more ergonomic and efficient shooting platform. Moving on to the buttstock, this is a B5 Systems buttstock. In my opinion, the most comfortable buttstock there is on the market. It's just got the best cheek weld for me. Sits in my shoulder just right, no wobble. Can't really say anything bad about the B5 Systems stock. For my sling, it's actually a GBRS sling. What I like about the GBRS sling compared to others on the market, and I've tried a few, I've tried the Faro Concepts Slingster, Frank Proctor sling, I've tried the Vickers sling, so many other slings. What I really like about this one is how lightweight and low profile it is, and I'll specify what I mean by low profile. And it's the sling itself and the hardware that they use. It's very flush to your kit, meaning as you're moving the sling around, it's not getting caught up on anything because it doesn't have any weird angles or obtrusions and things like that to get caught up on your gear. So as I'm running around, switching shoulders and things like that, it's very seamless and very easy. Up over here, you'll see the adjustment pull tab is super simple, super smooth, quiet. It's all plastic, no clanking metal and things like that. So in my opinion, it's currently the best sling on the market. What I'm running today is the Faro Concepts FCPC version 5. Previously, for many years, I ran the Cry AVS. Love that carrier to death, really, really comfortable. But some of its shortcomings are the bulk. I know it's a pretty slimmed down carrier, but the FCPC version 5 in comparison is way more trimmed down, way lighter in weight, without sacrificing nearly any comfort. It is slightly less comfortable, but to me, after a few hours, it's, I would say, almost the same as a Cry AVS. So for me, this was the logical step. Trimmer, minimalistic, adaptable. For me, this is just the future. Starting with the front, we're running the dope flap. What's really cool about the dope flap is it's basically a giant kangaroo pocket. So I'm able to store mags. Right now I have it configured as a triple mag in the back. And I have this GP pouch with a zipper up top. Moving on to my right side, I have a J Tactical Solutions tourniquet pouch, and this is holding my Milsim West tourniquet. I'll be running 2 tourniquets for this event because I am running HESCO L210 plates. On the cummerbund, I'm also running the 3AC Cobra buckle system. Decided to go with this for easier donning and doffing, and I don't got to deal with the noise of Velcro. So if you need to keep a low signature for some reason, this is a great solution. Underneath my arm on the right side, I'm running a BFG 10-speed M4 magazine pouch. Primarily if I need to have extra mags other than the 3 on my plate carrier, the 1 in my gun and the 1 on my belt, I'm able to run 2 more here, or other things of similar size, so multi-tool, banger, etc. On my left side is my other tourniquet pouch by J Tactical Solutions. The whole concept by having these 2 tourniquets up here is that they're accessible easily by me and by my teammates, so I can access them either side. Super easy, super quick. Next to my tourniquet pouch, I'm running a Tier Tactical Assault Banger pouch, housing a dummy banger. This is just for show for now, but if I'm at an event that allows pyro, then I'll put a banger in here. For my comm system, I'm running an internally mounted TCA 152 with the Faro Concepts Wingman pouch. I have another one on this side. For some reason, if I need to run dual comm, I can do that. But I'm trying to keep it super streamlined, super low profile, low weight. So for now, just the 1 radio and the short blade antenna. And this is all routed to a U94 PTT, which is made by TEA. Up top over here, I'm running a Juggernaut case for my iPhone 12 Pro Max. So what's cool about the back panels is that they're stackable. So my first back panel that I'm running is the hydration panel. And on top of that is the Faro Concepts banger or salter back panel. I don't remember exactly the name. But what's cool about this is that up top you have these 3 elastic pouches, ideally for housing bangers or magazines or anything that are similar in size. And then down over here you just have a GP pouch. So if you're running around during the day and you're going to move on into the night, you can put your warming layer here, additional batteries, whatever you'd like in that general purpose pouch. Up next is my uniform. So up top, I'm running the Velocity Systems rugby shirt. I've actually moved away from the Cry style or Patagonia style combat tops. And a big reason for that is comfort and price. So comfort wise, the rugby system or the rugby shirts for me are just the most comfortable. They breathe the best. They're super soft and they're only 60 to 70 bucks versus a Cry tops, you're looking at 120, 150, depending on what kind of top you're getting and if it's new or used. What's really cool with these is that they have Velcro sides, so you can attach your patches, you can have your Licky Chewy in here, which is really cool. Who knows, you got Velcro on the sides. Pretty self-explanatory there. Moving down, I'm actually using Cry G4 bottoms. I was running G3s before, wanted to go with G4s just because they're a little bit lighter, a little bit more breathable. I live in California, so for me, it doesn't get too cold or too wet. So for me, staying cool and not overheating is the key. To protect my knees, I'm actually using the Cry G4 knee pads. These are pretty robust, flexible, breathe pretty well, and make sure I don't bust my knees. All right guys, and finally we're gonna be talking about the belt system that I'm running. So the main belt is a GBRS Assaulter belt and multicam. Really like this belt. It's minimalistic, low profile, lightweight. It uses the laser cut thermoplastic known as Tigris or Tegris. Adds rigidity without adding a lot of bulk. And I've ran a lot of other belts in the past, like Ronin and the Faro Concepts Bison as an example, and by far, this is my favorite. Moving on to the side over here, I've switched over from a Glock to a SIG M17. This is just an Airsoft SIG M17 with a real Surefire X300 Ultra. For the holster, I'm running a Safariland 6390 RDS. What's cool about this is that it has a hood over here, so if I do want to run a red dot optic, it's not going to get dirty or build up moisture. I also added the, I think it's the OTS Defense, the nub mod. Just makes it super easy for when I'm drawing the pistol. Everything is mounted to a Safariland QLS fork, so if I do decide to run my Glock 19 as an example, I'm able to do that very, very easily. And this is mounted up to a True North Concepts modular holster adapter. Really awesome adapter. You can adjust the ride height, the cant, all that kind of stuff. It's super rigid and lightweight. To make sure the thing doesn't flop around, I'm running the True North Concepts leg strap. What's nice about this is that it's only 1 inch, lightweight, it's not as bulky as the Safariland, and it's super comfortable. On the left side of my belt, I have a micro or mini S-binder. This is to hold my Pig Alpha gloves. For my 2 magazine pouches, I'm running the Tier Tactical Combat Adjustable Mag pouches. Makes for a super smooth, easy draw, and a nice re-index there. Adjustable tension, has a Kydex insert. For my M4 magazine pouch, I'm running the S-Tac Kiwi. This is the short. And the reason why I went with the short is for a better purchase on the magazine. Airsoft magazines are actually a little bit shorter than real steel, so this just allows me to get a good purchase on the mag. Kiwi has a nice click-in reinsert, reindex, so I know for sure that the magazine is retained. For a dump pouch, I'm running the BFG micro dump pouch. Allows me to actually stow the dump pouch when I'm not using it. If I need to, I can just easily pull just like this. For my med kit or my med pouch, which I don't have anything in it right now, is the AWS blowout pouch. For airsoft purposes, probably just be picking up a simple boo-boo kit, bandages, iodine, prep pads, just little things like that. And that pretty much wraps up the belt. Alright, thanks so much guys for tuning in today's video. If you guys like it, make sure to leave a thumbs up. If you have any questions or concerns, make sure to leave a comment. All that kind of stuff helps me out. If you want to see more content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks guys, see you next time.